Hey everybody, I just wanted to have a little talk about travel day snafus. So Don and I, if you don't already know, we're escaping the frosty temperatures of Canada and we're down in Miami ready to embark on an MSC cruise in the Caribbean. Don't know where we're going, it's all a surprise, I don't know what stops, but that's what we're doing. We're going on a cruise. And I'm just waiting for Don to get ready in his room and we're gonna take off to the port to check in and so I just wanted to talk about our travel day snafus because there were a lot of snafus yesterday on the flights. Don, okay, they have this boarding thing for the flights called zones. Okay, and Don travels all the time, so he's like this premium all-star, and he gets to go in zone 1, so they get to go on the plane first. Okay, fine. But there's delays, and so even zone 1 is delayed. I'm in zone 3. The next time I was in zone 4. And oh my God, I'm waiting for an hour. Like, oh, we're sorry everybody, but there's been a delay. Okay, 15 minutes, whatever, okay. Oh, we're trying as, okay, now zone 1 can load and that takes forever. And zone 2, okay, now elderly people with canes and walkers. Oh, okay, that makes sense too. Okay, now families with kids. Okay, by the time we get on the plane, it's been like an hour and a half. And then, we're sorry, everybody. There's been a delay. We can't take off from the terminal yet, but we plan to make up time in the air. Okay, we should be in Toronto by the time you need to get your connecting flight. Everything should be okay. Of course, we're not. People miss their connecting flights, and we land in Toronto, and there's a delay getting to the gate. Okay, fine. We'll wait on the plane to get to the gate. And then, oh, we're at the gate now, but you've got to wait. Okay, we wait. And then we travel like a half an hour to get the next gate to Miami. And oh, there's a delay there. We're boarding. So my back is killing me. I have a laptop in my computer on my back. And oh my God, it's everything. We land in Miami and there's a delay getting to the gate. And then we wait for our bag. I think our luggage was the last to come off the carousel, the very last. So anything to delay us happened yesterday. So we're tired by the time we get here. It's like, okay, I woke up at 2, now getting to Miami, 1 o'clock. Now let's get an Uber. Let's get an Uber and go to our hotel. So we have one. We have a hotel near the airport. Of course, it's the wrong airport. We get the airport hotel at this private airport that's 40 minutes away from the cruise port. So now we're waiting for another Uber to take us to the cruise port. It's going to be like an hour and something before we get there. Okay, so at the end of the day, we end up, we're so tired. We're so tired. And we order food. And it's like $80 to $100 of Pizza Hut, and we're stuffing it in, and it makes us feel like, oh my God, now we're heavy and tired, and so we decide to watch a movie to review it. Okay, well, let's relax and watch a movie. And then we picked this really slow movie. Like, oh my God, this was the worst selection for when you're full and tired after a long day. It was Wolves, and you'll see a review coming up. Anyway, you get a pretty low energy review. But entertainment-wise, there were some bright spots. On the plane, the seat in front of you had this little TV, and you can watch movies. I had a big selection of movies. So, oh, that's cool. Don says, are you sure you don't want to get your headphones out of your carry-on before the guy comes to fill the seat next to you? I said, no, that's fine. Whatever, I don't need them. It's only like a 3-hour flight. I can endure. I regretted it. Okay, that's the one time in his life Don was right. Anyway, Don's watching Iron Man. And once in a while, I'm watching from the side seat and I'm saying, wow, remember how good Iron Man was? And it wasn't just like that cartoony superhero stuff that you see in modern Marvel. It was like, it actually had like a slow burn into it, and it was interesting. You had the drama of who he was, the build up to him getting captured in the desert there, him building his suit, him coming back and testing his suit, and the relationships he had. And I'm enjoying it. I don't even have sound, and I'm enjoying the movie. Back in Marvel glory days, I wish the movies were like that now. They've kind of morphed into something more cartoony, I think, and I don't like that. So I want to get back to the real movie, not movie for kids, the real movie stuff. So Dawn really enjoyed watching the Iron Man. I enjoyed watching it from the side with no sound. And another bright spot, entertainment-wise, was I got really bored. Because on our first flight, there was a games option on that TV. And so I started playing Angry Birds, and I've never played that before. And that was kind of neat. I figured, okay, on my 3-hour flight, I'll play some more different games. Of course, they didn't have the games option on the second flight. And so I said, okay, well, I got to do something. Like, we're right up against the bathroom, so my seat doesn't recline. And I can't sleep, so I'm trying. And when I do happen to fall asleep, I jerk, and then the guy next to me gets my hand in his hip, you know. So I said, okay, I gotta do something. And so I'm looking at the TV shows on the screen, and I come across Curb Your Enthusiasm. I said, oh, wait a second, that's with that old guy. He's the guy who invented Seinfeld, and then he has his own show called Curb Your Enthusiasm. I never wanted to watch it because, I don't know, Seinfeld was good, but that doesn't mean that this Curb Your Enthusiasm is going to be good. It just doesn't seem to, it doesn't pull me in. I don't want to watch it. But I said, I got to do something. So I click on it, and I put the subtitles on. So now I'm just reading. And oh my God, no sound, just subtitles, and I'm laughing my butt off. This show was so funny. Curb Your Enthusiasm. If you haven't watched it, you have to watch this. It's like this old crotchety guy, and he has no manners whatsoever. He hates people, and he doesn't have the patience in him to deal with everybody. It's like for example, a guy says, you know what I'm saying? He goes, yeah, it was a pretty simple statement. I know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I get it. I know what you're saying. It clear as day. I know what you're saying. Why are you asking me that? Anyway, he doesn't deal with people well. And even just the dialogue through subtitles, it was hilarious. Hilarious. I gotta watch this because he's rich, he's crotchety, he hates people, and he has the worst luck in the world. And all of those things are me, except for the rich part. I gotta work on that. But okay, the takeaway from this video is, yeah, the glory days of Marvel back in the beginning when the movies were real movies. I'm sorry that they lost their way and went cartoony, but watching the old stuff was really entertaining. And Curb Your Enthusiasm, if you haven't seen that, I wish I had jumped on board at the time because I missed out. I always seem to miss out on these things. I watch them after the fact, like Game of Thrones. I never watched that when it was really, really big and everybody was talking about it. I watched it years later and said, wow. Well, at least the first 5 seasons. So, wow, that's really good. Breaking Bad, same thing. I watched it afterwards. Oh, my favorite TV show of all time. And I missed it when it was just airing and everybody was excited. Now it's Curb Your Enthusiasm. So it's years later, and this is a thumbs up from me. Wolves, well, you'll see our low energy review coming up. But is it going to be thumbs up, thumbs down? You'll see if you come back and watch. All right, talk to you later. Ciao.
Napoleon was in Bill and Ted.
It's not a war movie!
Well, listen, there was a war taking place when Bill and Ted took Napoleon.
Not a war movie.